welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Terrapins offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Simpson. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Michigan! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Motion from the back. They try to get it outside on the left. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll go to the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Washington. Quarterback extends the play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Smith. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Give to the running back. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the toss. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Terrapins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll send the back in motion. Try to get it to the edge. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these three...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. Across the 45. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wolverines! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Baylor. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Fleming. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Washington. He'll get rid of it. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires to the big fella. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Moore. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is in the air. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Gonna run it. It's Marshall.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors at our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to throw, it's Washington. Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes the grab, it's Smith. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. He might want another play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Ray. Knocked down for the tackle.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Touchdown, Maryland! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a man on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The throw to the outside is complete. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking for room, it's Haynes.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Terrapins just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Toss sweep to the right. Got room to work.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that.
Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken to...
Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a catch at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Washington. That's caught. It's McLaurin. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.